Now, buddy, it's been over 2 years ever since I've been in an aviation museum, which Germany has quite a few of. I mean, we went to Sinsheim with the Concorde, and we went to like the Spire one, which has like a huge 747 in the skies. But everybody, it was about time that I go to the king of aviation museums. Everybody, we are here in Seattle at the Museum of Flight, the biggest museum of aviation in the United States. And I have a special guest who couldn't be more excited to be in an aviation museum. Yes, you may remember Emmy, who 2 years ago tried to fly a Cirrus jet and failed very miserably on the channel.
Wie kann ich lenken? Oh.
Emmy. Okay. Okay, no, it's not bad, it's not bad. It's not bad. A bit more power. And...
Oh. Bin ich tot?
I know you've died.
It's time that I show you guys how to do aviation museum Rizz. I'm going... And I guess the Museum of Flight is quite a place to do so, because it's got 1,000,000 airplanes in its arsenal. We are in an SR-71 cockpit. This right here is titanium.
I'm titanium.
Frame rate. And over the next few days, I will try my Rizz by taking a look at the Air Force 1707 and this first 747 that was ever built. I'm immensely excited to meet this Alpha Golf 1978. Concorde. Obviously, what is this plane? It's the fastest plane in the world. You can't wait to figure out more about this one, right?
Always been on my bucket list since day one.
Day one of what?
Day one of my life.
Everybody, what's cool about this museum for sure is that this, Concorde isn't like up in the air. So we can like perfectly do a pre-flight check, really. Are you ready to do one?
Can't hear you.
And what I like about this museum is that this plane kind of feels so lively. It's still got those remove before flight tags on it.
Would this bring me in jail?
Now, this Alpha Golf Concorde has quite the history of flying. I mean, it flew for over 35 years for British Airways and did over 5,600 takeoffs and landings and 1,600,000 million flight hours. And of course, this aircraft's last flight was in 2003 when it came to Seattle to be situated here at this aviation museum. It flew from New York City to Seattle in only 3 hours, which is quite crazy. Wonderful. The most impressive part about this is probably the air conditioning unit right here. Welcome to America. So, Emmy, would you like to find out more about this wonderful engine right here?
Not really.
Okay, now these right here are the beautiful Olympus Sigma 593 engines, and they deliver 30,000 pounds of thrust each, which actually doesn't sound like much. I mean, on paper, the 777, delivers 100,000 pounds. But this thing weighs nothing compared to a 777 anyway.
Rolls fucking Royce.
Overall, the Concorde is kept in quite a good condition. Very clean. Maybe there is some spider webs in the engines.
Spider-Man. Whoa.
Now, a famous feature of the Concorde that insurance companies love is this landing gear right here on the tail of the airplane. You may wonder, what's this for? What do you think?
To land.
Close enough. I mean, this is actually, of course, the tail landing gear, which comes out to protect the tail from being tail struck. Right, of course, the Concorde practically lands at an angle of this, which is why this new root comes out.
Ich habe auch, was du mich gefragt hast, habe ich überhaupt gar nicht verstanden.
Nobody, I've never been so close to the snoot root of the beautiful Concorde. I guess that one comes out every once in a while, when there's like an anniversary. Right, you know what the title melody of this airplane is?
Didn't it do it for you?
I killed myself. Alright, so walking up the stairs to the, 15 feet high Concorde, the plane that flew Mach 2. I mean, we've already been on one. I just wanted to check out, how does the Museum of Flight, compare it to the museum in Germany land? The most regular first impression of the Concorde always is that the cabin obviously is quite small. Now I think the Concorde is a plane that you could call cozy. Flying this airplane, I would probably be quite glad for the first time in my life that I'm the smallest living organism in some parts of the world. Yeah, I've always figured these supersonic airplanes, even the Soviet ones, they're obviously very small. They have a very small fuselage. That makes sense because they have to be very thin in order to not penetrate the air too much, to be able to fly at faster than sound speeds. Now, I would love to go into the cockpit here, but no, it's locked. You can't go in, which is probably good. I mean, honestly, otherwise people would just go into the cockpit and fly away the airplane. What is nice to see is how well this airplane is preserved. It's got all the instruments still there. Everything is still there. Like it just flew for the last time 2 weeks ago.
Warte, soll ich mit Weitwinkel machen?
Ja, solange ich aber nicht komplett scheiße aussehe. Sieht scheiße aus.
Warte, nein, sieht normal aus.
Normal. Now, when you take a close look at the interior of the Concorde, is that you notice, you have a little bit of panel gaps everywhere, small, minute panel gaps. Now, I mean, why do you think that is? Why do you think I can put my hand through here and it won't reach the door?
I have absolutely no idea.
It's because, well, this airplane flew so fast at Mach 2 and it was exposed to so much heat, the whole thing heats up. Obviously, as especially metal is heated up, it expands, and the whole interior of the airplane stretched by 6 to 10 inches. Do you think that's good?
Yeah.
What a shame you actually can't sit down on those seats. They may not have been very comfortable, but you don't really have to spend much time in those seats either. I mean, guess how long this plane took to fly from like Paris to New York or London?
3 hours.
Because it says it here. I mean, this very airplane right
To
here.
be perfectly honest, 2 hours and 52 minutes and 50
Yeah, the fun fact, shut up. Now, the fun fact about this very airplane that we're on board of, the Alpha Delta, is that it actually holds the speed record of the Concorde flying, in terms of crossing the Atlantic Ocean within just 2 hours and 52 minutes and 59 seconds. That's insane. Now it's twice as long. Yes, everybody. Look at the lavatories. They aren't necessarily big, but yes, you could have a piss at Mach 2 at one point. And that was the peak of humanity, really, actually, isn't it?
Ich hab den Witz gar nicht verstanden.
So, Emmy, did you find out anything particular about this airplane that interested you?
The size of the windows?
Are they small?
Yeah.
Are you used to it?
Too small windows.
Yes, everybody, the small windows of the Concorde. Yes, everybody, the size of the small windows. Yes, everybody, the size of the small windows have always struck out to me. Obviously, it makes sense. This plane flies immensely fast and so heats up so much. It's pretty hard to build huge 787 size windows in there that can have a capacitive thing to tone down. Yes, everybody, everything is small on this airplane. Oh, now standing just outside, here looking at the wing, the Delta wing of the Concorde. What a beautiful design. Now, sometimes I feel like a safety button on the Concorde because sometimes I am fully depressed. And this airplane always welcomes you to things. For example, here you can jack off. Now, buddy, there are, of course, a lot of other airplanes here at this great museum of flights that we'll check out on the channel, but another video. Of course, I'm going to milk this trip. So I thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one as always.
Bye, welcome back to my channel.
Nee, nicht bye, welcome back. Sondern?
Bye, see you in the next video.
Yeah. Good night.
And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters. Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Finder, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.